Innovation is one of those things that if you don't have it, what are you really doing? The products we work with is tricky and it's difficult, right? So everything you kind of want to do, you almost have to kind of marginally reinvent the wheel.
Hi. My name is Olaitoladori. I am a settlement associate at Bamboo. In a nutshell, I ensure that financial transactions flow as they should on the platform.
My name is Iwuchukwu. I am the head of marketing and partnerships at Bamboo. Bamboo is a mobile app that allows you to invest in securities and fixed income assets. I think we're most famous for our US securities. So essentially you can download the Bamboo app, sign up and invest in, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, and the likes. Bamboo's impact in making investment accessible to everyday people, I think it's the entire ethos of the company. We were sort of the first to do this, to be able to give Nigerians access to US securities, for instance. A lot of the work we do around user education, if you look at the financial literacy levels in Nigeria, it's historically been low. So bringing together that platform that's easy, it's accessible, you don't need to fill 10,000 different forms at a branch that is 20 miles away from your home. You can do it from your mobile app, you can do it with your local currency, you can get tools that you need to get across the line. So in every ramification, if you do want to invest now as opposed to like 6-7 years ago, it's a completely different universe. A lot of our users fall somewhere between their mid to late 20s and above, right? We do have users that are in their early 20s, but it's not the overwhelming majority of the business. And also we've been 5 years, so obviously some of the people that are now in their mid-20s, we acquired when they were in their very early 20s. So it's also been beautiful to grow with users in that respect. Some people that joined the platform, now they are married, they have kids, they had higher risk tolerance, 5 years ago. Now they are talking about, investing for university. So those things have been interesting and beautiful to see in the last 5 years.
User experience is like super important. We are basically talking about users' funds, and generally users are very sensitive about their funds, where it is, and if you are moving into a secure position. So we try to ensure that that experience for users is as clean and as straightforward as can be.
If the product you're selling is already relatively difficult, you need to make that user experience as simple as possible. You need to reduce the opportunities where users can theoretically drop off. You need to make the experience seamless. You need to make it simple, So from time to time, whenever we sort of look at, for instance, product design, the question is always, how do I make this look simpler? When you talk about getting people across the line, it's how do I reduce the time to the first deposit? So a simple interface, a simple experience.
So I think 3 things: speed, flexibility, and security. I would want a partner that is very secure, so that our users' funds are secure and Bamboo's funds are secure with this partner. I also look out for partners that are very, very fast with processing transactions, both in terms of collections and in terms of payouts. Something that is also very interesting to always experience is flexibility. Flexibility in terms of the products and services that a partner is able to offer to me as a business. And we're able to achieve that with Flutterwave.
It's always difficult to answer how Flutterwave has impacted the business because we built the business with Flutterwave. So we've only known Flutterwave, Every stride that we've taken as a business, we've taken it together with Flutterwave. So in some way, it's difficult to answer because it's pretty much everything, if that makes sense. Because we've been together since day one. Flutterwave was there. Almost 5 years later, Flutterwave is still there. And it's been a great relationship since. Innovation is one of those things that if you don't have it, what are you really doing? The products we work with, we sell is tricky and it's difficult, right? So everything you kind of want to do, you almost have to kind of marginally reinvent the wheel, because you have with Bamboo now people across 190 something different countries using the platform. That's a whole bunch of payment methods. In some countries it's card, in some countries it's mobile money, in some countries it's bank transfers. So even being able to just aggregate all these things and bring it together, and from a user experience point of view, how do you organize it so that it's it's related? You don't want to be showing someone that in their country you don't use cards, deposit with your card as the first option, right? So all those things are important, all those things are critical, and just working with Flutterwave, whenever we're releasing like making sort of major changes to those flow, sitting down together with Flutterwave and saying, this is what we're thinking, this is what we want to do, how can you guys help us? They going back and coming and say, here's what we think we can do, X, Y, Z. It's again, I don't know what you're doing if you're not thinking about it actively, if you're not constantly running towards increased innovation, being more creative, experimenting, failing, experimenting, succeeding. I don't really know what you're doing if you're not doing that.
I see a future where we are able to collect funds in real time from anywhere in the world and also disburse funds anywhere in the world in real time, from Uganda to Ghana to Kenya, from wherever the funds are domiciled, either Momo, card, or even transfer to their investment wallet, and they're able to plug that to, again, anywhere in the world, to buy stocks listed in the Indian market, to buy stocks listed in the UK. That is what I see the future of investments.
It's still about being able to enable anyone, regardless of their prior level of financial literacy, to invest in anything, regardless of how much they have, from anywhere, which is basically doesn't matter where you are. I mean, it depends on if the internet is good on the moon, but assuming it is, we don't have a problem with that. So that's the vision, that's what the future looks like, and that's what we pursue every day.